Okay, we are back with another video on this beautiful Wednesday. Hey man, we ain't that far from elections. We got 6 days left? Man, I just saw one poll. He got Trump winning, but that's a poll in another state on a different TV show. The polls they got around here is 50-50, but the poll in another state on YouTube is say Trump winning. But at the end of the day, the Democrats got the most cheating going on right now. So technically, they really ahead. We ahead, the Democrats, because I voted Democrat and Republican. Because both ways I win. You know, Andrew, how do you win both ways? Because I'm in the stock market. That's how I win. It don't really matter who win. I win. Trucking still gonna go downhill. DAT load board gonna still show the same rate. So let's take a look at this DAT load board and see what's going on over here in this beautiful world we call truck driving. Man, I gotta do the pre-recorded videos. I don't need them shut me down. They started me off with reefer, huh? If I hear the reefer, well, since we're in Los Angeles, let me see what you boys be trying to get up out of Los Angeles. Let me see. If I hear the reefer right now in Los Angeles to, would I go to Florida or would I go to New Jersey? With a reefer, I want to go to Florida. That's where I would want to go. But I know ain't nothing going to come up out of there, so it's probably best they're going to go to New Jersey, because at least you get closer to the Midwest. You know, they put dollar signs like they really paying something. Come on, TQL. I see the dollar signs like you really paying some money. I wonder what the produce is on this. For all y'all that's new to trucking, let me talk to my new people. For all y'all that's brand new to trucking, all this stuff coming out of, like, for example, I used to get loaded with apples with night transportation up there out of Washington, take that down to Florida. That used to pay about $15,000. Produce coming out of Los Angeles, going over to the Boston market or Hunts Port and all that. They used to be $12,000 and $13,000 on the load board a couple of years ago. Now it's down to $9,000, $8,000, $7,000. Things like that. So same produce, same farm, same shipper. The only difference, your truck is more expensive because now to run over there in California, you can't have an old $8,000 truck. Now you got to be paying a Freightliner, $800 a week for a brand new truck and all this emission stuff. So your expenses went up. Okay, the cost to run the exact same freight has went down. It got cheaper, but in the store, the price is up here on the shelf. So only person getting screwed over is the truck driver. Okay, so that's what the freight used to pay. Now TQL may pay you $9,200, more than $200. You can forget about it. But can you make a profit on this? Now, who want to do all this riding? I don't know, but if I hear the reefer, let's just say, what is this, 2,620, we're going to do 2,700 miles divided by 6 miles to the gallon, 450 gallons times 350. I'm going to do 350. That's about 1,600 in fuel. So 9,000 minus 1,600. You walk away with $7,400. We're just going to say it's going to take you all week to do that. So $7,000 for the week. If you had an old truck, which, like I said, they're not gonna let you in with an old truck, but if you could get in with an old truck, technically, if you go from Los Angeles to New Jersey, you put $7,000 in your pocket, assuming you don't have no breakdowns. And then if you can get to New Jersey back to California, I don't know what direction, I don't know what that pays. Probably know it's cheaper, but let's just say from 7,000, you had 10,000 to get back, and then you come back again for 7,000. You'll be what, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17,000. You can rebuild your engine at that point, and you go for another 5+ years. So That's how I would do it. Get that engine rebuilt, especially if you're gonna be doing all this riding. You can just rebuild the engine. That would be the best bet for you. All right, so moving back to Nashville, Tennessee with the reefers, I'm seeing TQL going up to Kentucky area, coming to Orlando, Florida, $2,000. Bowling Green, Kentucky down to Florida, $1,950. About $250 a mile. This is all with reefer. I don't see, if I had a reefer, I wouldn't buy a reefer for these rates. As far as a full truckload, I wouldn't do it. You got Nashville to Raleigh, North Carolina, 1,700. I rather, because it just seems it's too much risk involved versus a dry van, which is, basically the same freight. You got Jackson, Tennessee to Florida right here, TQL. Let's see, is it a round trip or something stupid? Empty, ready to roll. I don't know what that means. I guess they want you to be empty right now and ready to go. So, 1,000 miles basically, 2,600. Because you got dead to Jackson, Tennessee. This is with a drive-in TQL. Then TQL, they got Kentucky. Take that up to New York, 2,500. 3 drops on this load. That just depends on if I don't mind the drops as long as the whole trailer can get empty by tomorrow. That way I can get my $2,000. Well, if you go to New York, it probably like 1,700 or something. I probably wouldn't do it. Tennessee to Florida. Seems like that's where all the freight going. Non-hazmat, but need tank endorsement. So there's going to be some totes with liquid. Pick up today, deliver tomorrow between 8 to 3. I would just call this broker right here. and take the $2,500 drive-in. So drive-in versus reefer, I would just take the drive-in over the reefer right now. It doesn't make any sense right now to be rolling around with a reefer, unless it's not your trailer. Now, if it's not your trailer, it belongs to the Russians, or you paying to borrow a trailer, $700 a week or $500 a week, $300 a week. That's different because you're not really dealing with the maintenance. I'm talking about from the authority standpoint. A lot of y'all leased on to a carrier, so what I'm saying don't even apply to you. From my standpoint, I'm not gonna go get a reefer to haul for the same rates as drive-in. Now let's look at Flatbed. I wonder if Flatbed is starting to slow down. We got some Flatbed going towards the Midwest. I'll try to see what TQL or RXO is paying. Alabama up to Massachusetts, which I wouldn't go up there, but $4,000, that ain't bad. But I don't know how much the tolls and stuff is. Pick up today, deliver. I don't know if that's not going to be delivered tomorrow. That's a 2-day load. Flatbed look like he got a lot of miles on it. A lot of miles on this flatbed. I'm trying to see what I can get off by tomorrow. 900 miles. Where's the 700s? I need 700 miles. Okay, here we go. What is this? £47,000. I don't know if we can put that on the flat top. I mean, on the classic. That may be too heavy. Let me see. Kentucky to Tampa with Landstar. Pick up today. No tarps, straps. Deliver tomorrow. That ain't too bad, So I would rather do flatbed or drive-in. Well, really, I'd rather do drive-in over reefer and flatbed because flatbed, like I said, man, that's a lot of miles. I'm trying to get $2,000 gross on one load and deliver it, have the whole thing off tomorrow. I'm not trying to do multiple stops. I'm not trying to Constantly be looking at the reefer light, wondering if it's gonna turn on or not, or if it don't turn on, now you at TA, they finna take advantage of you, Speed Co finna take advantage of you, Thermo King finna take advantage of you. You only got a certain amount of time to get that reefer fired back up with all that freight on now. Too much risk, not enough money. Now, if you're doing LTL reefer, that's totally different. But this full truckload with the reefer, that ain't worth it. This flatbed, now, let me see if I can change this to step deck only. Let's take out flatbed. Let's just do step deck. Man, like I said, man, it's a lot of miles. Y'all gonna a lot of miles, but problem with these 1,000+ mile loads is you can't get them off tomorrow. You would pick up Wednesday, deliver Friday, which I mean, even being ELD exempt, like for example, this one, Chattanooga, Tennessee to Laredo, Texas. Man, even if I can do the whole 1,000 miles without going to sleep, I'm not finna look. I don't work for the Russians. I'm not finna go to Chattanooga, Tennessee today, get loaded, try to get all the way to freaking what was that, Laredo? That's below San Antonio. So what, get to Dallas? Is that the correct way? Or Streetport? Nah, I think you go through so at least Streetport, Louisiana. You probably have to make it all the way to Houston, Texas. Make it to Houston, Texas by tomorrow. I mean, even if you made it to Houston, Texas, it would still be tomorrow at like freaking, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 p.m. or something like that, without no sleep. And so it's still gonna turn into you delivering Friday. So, but I just don't find it worth it. This is just me. I'm gonna stick with the van. It just make the most sense right now. Let me look into the Midwest. Let's look into Chicago, the Midwest. One of y'all has suggested, hey Andrew, what's up with the Midwest? I don't know. Look like it's okay. Look like y'all got a lot of freight up there with the drive-in. Okay, let me look and see. 2,000+ loads. Okay, get my eyeballs into it. Mm-hmm. Got Wisconsin down to Miami, 1,500 miles. Delivered by Friday, 4,600. Shoot the fuel bill on something like that. 1,600 miles. 1,600 miles. What is that going to Miami? So that's all flatland. 6 miles to the gallon. 266 gallons times $3.20. That's about 850 gallons. I mean $850 on 4,600 minus 850. 3,750 by Friday. Oh, that's a team load, of course. It's always a catch, huh? It's always a catch. Let me get away from these 2,000+ miles. 1,300, 4,000. You'd be left with about 3,000. And that's Friday. Let's go to some 700-mile runs. Hey, everything's all OTR freight right here. Okay, let's look right here in the 1,000-mile range. TQL, 2,700 to Georgia out of Wisconsin. Probably hit some tolls. Yeah, you're gonna hit some tolls in Illinois. I don't know what them tolls cost y'all. Like I said, they still trying to get toll money from me. But every time I tell y'all about the toll money, I forget what I do with the envelope. I be using the envelopes as like give me a second, I'm gonna find the envelope. Okay, I finally found it. I'll show y'all what I'm talking about. I forgot I already opened the email, but see, they say I owe them $103.80. They want their money by the 9th. The 9th already passed. It's so sad. This is about the ninth one they just sent me. I done lost track. But the reason why they ain't getting no money, because every time I open it up to see the location, well, the charge type, the transaction date, the location is just blank. Like, it's just blank. You want $103, but you don't know what toll I went through, and there ain't no information. So I don't even know what truck this belonged to. It don't say. There ain't no license plate. There ain't no. It's nothing. It's just. Well, this say Denver, Colorado. So look, I don't know. I just know they've been sending that for a whole year. Keep in mind, I just started my authority up, so these tolls, that's from last year, because I ain't went to no Denver, Colorado this year, so they having a tough time collecting any money from me. Good thing I didn't invest in a pre-pass or easy. Is it easy pass? See, I don't play the toll game. I don't. These people don't get no money from me. I don't. I'm not involved in the scam. You know, the easy pass scam, or the what's that little thing? Pre-pass? Yeah, the pre-pass thing. I don't. The red light. You know, you get the red light. You gotta go in the scale. I don't pay these fools nothing. They don't get toll money from me. They don't get pre-pass or green and red lights from me. Well, Andrew, what do you do for the tolls? Like everybody else, I just keep going. Keep going. You know, sometimes they take a picture of the license plate. They'll send a bill. And if it's got the correct information, I pay it. But when it's blank like this, they gets nothing. I don't. They don't get anything from me. They good luck. There's a lot of loads in the Midwest. I guess that's where Andrew gonna have to run, huh? I'm right here in the Midwest now, but I'm looking for the 700-mile runs. Yeah, TQ will go 2,700. Indiana, Lakeland, Florida. What's the catch? They don't got the correct weight on here, but it's TQL. 1,000 miles, 2,700. Let's just say it's 700 in fuel. You keep 2,000. Well, you definitely gonna be there tomorrow. You leave out today. Take your 10-hour break. You put down 700 miles, 11 hours. 11 hours, it'll be midnight. You'll wake up tomorrow around 10 p.m., 11 a.m., drive your other, 300 miles. You'll be there tomorrow. It's just going to be nighttime. But you can't get it off, though. That's the problem. You can't get it off. That's why I prefer these 700-mile runs. 800 at the most. Let me keep scrolling down. They got so many lows. Like this, okay, Chicago to Atlanta, 716 miles. $2,600. Okay, so like this, 716 miles. We're going to have this off tomorrow. We're going to have it off tomorrow. In the morning, we're going to have about $2,200 to our name. And we're in Atlanta, Georgia, where we're going to reload somewhere in that area and probably continue down to Florida for another 2,000. Let's check. Let's say we take this load right here. It's Chicago, Illinois to Atlanta, Georgia. It's TQL, so we know they paying van. It's not team. Pick up today, deliver tomorrow. Tomorrow we out there in Atlanta. Hot Atlanta, good place to be. You at the TA in Atlanta, they taking advantage of you. They want their money because you got to sleep there. So it's going to cost you $20 plus they food, $25. And then you got mud flap there, so you're gonna have to get the fuel because you got mud flap. So, but if you get the fuel, then you ain't got to pay to sleep, right? I guess they're gonna get some money out of you one way or another. But Atlanta, Georgia, tomorrow. How much are we at? We at about what, 2,200? Yeah, about $2,200. Then tomorrow is Thursday, coming out of Atlanta. See what we working with. We ain't got nothing going to Florida, huh? Oh, let me do there you go, right there. Highest rate per mile. Georgia. We got Warner Enterprise. Okay, they gonna pay. So let's look at what Warner offering. We got 1,800. Georgia, continue on down to Florida. 42,000 pounds. So and it's only a 20-mile dead here. So here we go right here. You at $2,200. By tomorrow morning, you get loaded with this. Continue on down to Florida. What is this? 1,800. You're gonna be at about 1,500. So 2,200 plus 1,500. You at $3,700, and that's 2 days of work. You leave out today, Wednesday. You left out today. Today is Wednesday. And by Friday morning, you got $3,700 in your pocket, but you stuck in Florida. Two things you could do. Well, first is Friday morning, so we got options. Friday morning, you down there in a place I ain't never heard of, somewhere near the beach. That's all you need to know. Was it Boynton Beach, Florida? On Friday, let me see. Hold on now. November 1st. Everything is cheap, of course. What do you do? I will have to look this up on the map right quick. Let me see how far down this is. Y'all know me. I probably did head to Georgia. Let me see. Where on earth is this located? Is that Miami area? Palm Beach? It's right above Miami. You would have to go up to Savannah, Georgia. How far is Savannah? Might be too far. 6 hours. That's gonna be too far. So what I would do, you're gonna be stuck down there anywhere you go. Might as well get loaded. I will go Miami to Jacksonville, Florida, because you got to go up anyways. $400. That'll pay for your fuel to get out of Florida and get on to Georgia. But the problem is it's gonna be Saturday morning in Georgia. Now keep in mind, when I do these videos, we always start in the middle of the week. If you start this dealership, boy, I tell you, dealing with trucking dealerships, dealing with car dealerships. Boy, if y'all don't know the game, they gonna take good advantage of you. Now this is what the dealership talking about. They trying to find a way to get some more money from me, but it ain't working. They said there is a misfire code, fuel lever sensor, and a relay switch code, but the mechanic need to tear into it a little to see what's causing all the codes. In order to continue tearing into it, it's gonna be $705. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nah, not a boo. No, it's not. I said, nah, we don't need 10 to no V6. What we're gonna do is go ahead and replace the spark plugs and the coil pack, and give me a new fuel or level sensor. That's what I told them to do. We don't need 10s and nothing. For what? It's got a misfire code. The car was misfiring. Give me new spark plugs and coil packs. Now here go the dealership. They understand. They ain't talking to no fool. So watch how we switch it up. It says, wait a minute. Can y'all read this? Oh yeah, y'all can read it. It says, I'm not sure if that will fit your issue. You may have camshaft lifters and rockers that are worn too. So, first of all, the car got 150,000 miles, so all that stuff is supposed to be worn. We not trying to rebuild no V6 engine. I didn't send the car down there to get the engine rebuilt. I don't know what they're talking about. So first of all, if I tell them to continue, they're gonna come back and let me know that the camshaft, the lifters, and the rockets are worn. It's supposed to be worn. It's got 150,000 miles. I don't. It's not a new engine. I'm confused. What? I said, yeah, whatever. Just do what I told you to do. Uh, I'll get the price, but there's no guarantee. I don't need no guarantee. Here we go with this. Here we go with these mechanics. If you get the parts, I can't guarantee no warranty. But if I buy the parts, I can warranty it. But I'm buying the same parts that you buying. Yeah. But if you pay with your debit card versus mine, I can't warranty it. But we're going to the same place. Yeah. But see, if you buy, Andrew, if you buy from the dealership, it's $1,000. If I buy it, I'm gonna charge you, 4,000. Boy, they hard on the truck driver. They hard on the truck driver. So what I'm seeing week after week is that in about 3 days of driving, Andrew can come away with about $3,500, and some kind of way we always end up in Florida. So me in Florida, I need to pack some summer clothes. We look like we're gonna be in Florida a whole lot. So where all my Florida people at? Is Asian out? Now he not down there. Chrome Shop, Chrome Shop 75 Chrome Shop. We need to get that together. Y'all send me a parking spot down there because it look like we're gonna be down there a lot. Oh, disclaimer: I don't plan to run any of this freight on GET load board, but it's to help you guys out. Comment down below, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this dealership over here. Trying to get some money out of Andrew, but it ain't working.